We have breaking news out of Baltimore, where the Francis Scott Key Bridge was just hit from a container ship called Dolly and has collapsed. This bridge, which you could see the collapse in a second, was caused after the container ship Dolly hit its main structure. There's only two of them that holds up the entire bridge. You could see the ship coming closer and closer, and you can see smoke coming out of the ship. It's believed that there was a fire on board, which is why that ship lost control and hit that main pillar. You can see the entire bridge does collapse in the middle, and this bridge was built in 1977. So this bridge has been around for quite some time. Clearly a major malfunction of the ship. As you could tell, the bridge collapses down. Obviously there's nothing left. And now emergency services at that very moment then start rushing over because there were people on the bridge. Around 1:37 a.m., that is when someone called 911 because of a big explosion. And this is what first responders came to. When they heard that the ship had struck the structure, they didn't know what that meant. They didn't realize that it had collapsed, just that there was damage. Let me go ahead and kind of break down what we've been seeing. First is the ship right here. This is the Dolly. It's about 985 feet long. It's a big container ship. Okay, a few things to point out here. You can see this black smoke. Reports were originally that there was a fire on board. Now, we don't know if that's what caused this ship to veer off and hit this pier. That's just something we don't know. It's 4 a.m. We're still getting this information out. This happened once again around 1:27 a.m. in the morning. So emergency services are flying above, still trying to figure out what's going on because it is a mass casualty event. A lot of people are asking, were there any kind of cars up on this bridge? Well, if you watch that video that I just showed you back, you don't really see much going on here. But if you kind of go this way, looking that way, you can see amber lights and a couple other things. It almost looks like emergency services, seeing that this was going to happen, started to stop traffic. But looking this way, you can see there's cars up here and really not much kind of going that way. Unfortunately, even though there are no cars going this way, the entire thing goes down. So according to the incident report that's coming in right now, it's being called a mass casualty event and been declared that there's about dozens of cars and many individuals to be in the water. We don't know if that's buses or just cars, or maybe these were just construction workers. Maybe the bridge was closed overnight. A lot of things we don't know at this time. Hopefully we start getting some kind of an official announcement later on, maybe within the next few hours. The only things that we're being told is that this bridge is currently closed for obvious reasons. And here's a shot right after the entire bridge collapsed. You can see still this ship is smoking, okay, which still kind of goes hand in hand with the whole story that something was on fire. You can't see in this still, but if you go back and watch, as this section collapsed, you saw a lot of explosions, which means that potentially there could have been cars that got crushed and could have caused something. But you also saw a lot of cars fall in the water here when the bridge collapsed, but nothing going down that way. So hopefully, you know, it's rough because we do know that dozens of cars, potentially even more, could be in the water. Hope is that everything going this way was completely closed off, and maybe because another section over there that is still standing. So the hope is that there weren't many cars in this section over here. Now, once again, since it's 4 a.m., information is just breaking. Information's still coming in. I'll be sure to bring you guys updates on TikTok at Joey Contino, so be sure to follow me on there and subscribe to me here on YouTube.